It is time to start drifter style prep. How good is that? I'm buzzing. It's an indoor invite only truck show over in Northern Ireland, and it's in a month. And the wagon's not ready. Of course the wagon's not ready. Catwalk is just painted. I'm just about to get into that. So this is the first thing we're going to do in the video. And then from there, hopefully, we'll get start rolling, keep the ball rolling, we'll get more work done on the wagon. First jobs first, let's get this catwalk painted. I'm going to start off with using the Ceramix 7413 epoxy primer in 955 black, courtesy of LPM Paints. Again, he's over in Northern Ireland. I might call over and see him when I'm over there. If not, hopefully Jonathan, who I deal with at LPM Paints Limited, he can pop over and say hello, come to the show. That'd be great, wouldn't it? It's a really good quality epoxy primer, and it adheres and got good anti-corrosion properties. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paint the bottom of it black. I'm going to hold the whole thing black and leave the bottom black because the chassis is black underneath. It'll just look clean, and from the top and the sides, we'll just make sure it is red. It's going to be Massey Ferguson Super Red, like the rest of the wagon, the red bits on the wagon, and it'll look absolutely bang on, bang on. It has been 2 or 3 hours since I put the primer on, so now it is time to, I'm doing this is really brisk actually. Red. Ooh. Time to get the red on. I should be doing work, but the problem is I'm stuck at the minute. I've got 2 CV that we're restoring, which were just painted. I need to get the brake pipe, the front and rear brake pipe. I've got the front brake pipe, I need the rear brake pipe. I've got to get the gasket kit, clutch kit, all these things that now hold a job up. So I've got to get all these parts, but I've got to get confirmation on which bit he wants before I can order them. Time to play with Wagon instead. I mix some colour up. I've got Massey Ferguson Super Red in 2-pack HMG at the minute because it's what I know and what I use a lot of the time. I am open to trying other materials as well. I've got, like I say, I think I said in a few videos ago, I've got some PPG materials from LPM Paints. Sent me over some PPG paint for the chassis. I'm going to try that. I just haven't had a chance to get on the chassis. Time to put some red paint on. Woo! I'm going to put you in a time lapse while I'm doing the red, because the red's not as sticky as the black, so I'm not worried about the camera getting minged up. Let's take the noise cancellation off. Gives you better audio quality, I find. But obviously, noise cancelling when I'm in the workshop, the compressor run, it needs to be on. So let's get. You might also notice I've got spectacles on a lot more now. For what it is, I'm not getting kitted up and spending my life getting it like perfectly clean and all that stuff. I'll be clean enough to do this and what I'm wearing. I got my mask on, so I'm safe. But like, yeah, if it was a great flat panel or something, yeah, but the checker plate, I can get away with a lot more. I'd have to do a couple of coats of red because the red is quite transparent, high opacity. So you see on the edges, you see through it a lot easier than you would on other colours. But more paint, the harder it's gonna, the better finish and all this jazz. So yeah, we'll get some of the red.
Riding hard as a $10 thoroughbred, moving the payloads all over the Midwest. Trailer doors all locked, cruising through the roadblocks. I'm running away with your heart. I take what I want, and I'm taking your love. While the cops are chasing me down, I got a long way to go.
You can see it's slightly see-through, it's a little bit dark and you see the tram lines. Next coat I'll do that way. And then the last one I might do diagonal or something. It just helps cover up any tram lines or opacity problems, stuff like that. There we go, back into the workshop with the compressor running. There we are, she's painted. Woo! It's got 2 coats of epoxy primer, 3 coats of red because the red's transparent, you can see through it, and 2 coats of clear. Look at that, man. Oh. Now, I'm I'll not try and pretend that the gloss won't drop. It will drop when it dries because it's going to be there's a lot of paint on there, and you'll get what you call film build-up. It'll just take the gloss level off a little bit, but on checker plate you'll hardly notice it, but it'll still look absolutely mint. Look at that, man. Woo! Lovely. Sunday, it's now 30 days, because Dave Hennon, who runs Drifter Style, has just posted on the internet that it's 30 days to the show. So what I'm going to do is, I've obviously got the catwalk in the oven painted. I'll get that out. I'm going to have a look and see what I would do next. Now, I'm in two minds of what I do with most stuff here. Like, I would like to have enough time to clean off the chassis. You can see it's, like, I never try to hide it. I never say, oh, I'm honest with the wagon. I don't want to try and hide it. It's not got the best chassis, but from what I do, I do try to do nice, as we know. It's just a shame I haven't had a chance to get the chassis done. Now, like I say, I would really like to get a chance to do the chassis, but I've got to prioritise what I want to do. And I want to do making parts, so when I'm at the show, people can see what I do, like what I can do, and hopefully get some business from it. So what I'm going to do, what I'm thinking is, if I make the wing infills, I might see if I can take these off and blast and paint these. I might see if I can quickly prep these, fill these and paint, put some nice shiny black on them, that bit. Fifth wheel's coming off, because that's getting blasted and painted before the show. Realistically, I've only got like 4 days to do stuff. So 4 days and a couple of nights maybe. The new jaw kit that I got from LPM Truck Parts has arrived, so I'll get that done. So yeah, I've got plenty to do. I'm thinking finish catwalk, finish infill, fifth wheel off, obviously repair, paint and blast and paint that. If I get a chance to make wing infills, I would love to. And the last thing I would love to do, but I probably won't have time to do, is A-frame. I would love to make the A-frame in the time frame I've got, when I'm already going to have probably a day doing the fifth wheel, at least a day, stripping it, blasting it, painting it, new jaw kit, adjusting it, fitting it. That's a day's worth of work. The catwalk out of the oven, and I was saying it's going to drop its gloss, but it's actually held a really nice gloss. Actually, it will drop a little bit in the sunshine when it gets some heat through it. It will drop a bit, but I'm really happy with that. Really happy. But now I'm on to doing the middle infill. I've taken the catwalk frame back off again, because it'll be a lot easier to make it and fiddle the boot with it. So infill needs to be cut down to 62 centimeters or 620 mil. So I need to cut this down, and then that should fit in. Time for a cup of tea. But you might notice I'm also in a different t-shirt right now, because I was welding with my other t-shirt on and put a couple of holes in it. And then I just did a TikTok video, half replying to Dave, Angry Dave, because he's talking about building his own show truck and showing it doesn't need to be done on, it doesn't need to cost a fortune, and that's exactly what I'm doing. Build my own show truck, which isn't costing a fortune. Don't forget, if you want to follow along, because I do all this kind of stuff, building all the wagon bits for my wagon, working on it and all that stuff. If you do want to follow along, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I sometimes forget to say it, and I should say it. It does mean a lot when people want to come along and join in with the ERF build. And the trailer. While Trucker Tim's getting a trailer built. There's my trailer over there. It's funny how a lot of the big social media people are doing what I'm doing after I've done it, but they're much bigger than me. Yay. Anyway, whatever. That's life. That's what all the people say. The infill is done. I've got it made. I've just finished countersinking the bolts. And the kettle's finished boiling, so I'm going to go get my cup of tea in a second. But where's my bolt gone? It's over there. Woo! Lovely. And the way I'm fixing it is, because I wasn't going to fix it like that originally, but the way I figured out to fix it, which I think will be a nicer way of fixing it and hold it nicer and give it a bit more stability, is I've just tacked a couple pieces of, well, I've more than tacked, but I've welded a couple pieces of flat on and put riv nuts in it. And then when I put the plate on, I put a bit of foam tape on, like I've been doing there. I need to take the rear infill off and do that one. But a bit of foam tape on, clonk that in there, send the screws through, hunky-dory, it shall be sound as a pound. Sound as a pound! Plonk thee there, and Linkin Park has just started playing. Better turn that down before I get copyrighted. This is the thing I love about having the mic. I can walk away, and you can still hear me. I need more bolts. Need more bolts. Yeah. That's the bad thing about the mic. You hear me make me moans and groans. You'll find that out anyway, just like before. Everything ye say to me. I must be getting heavier because every time I jump on the wagon I can hear it move the... I can hear the air tanks. Oh, look at that. Satisfying. Look at that. And then once because the fifth wheel comes up to there, hey, and then catwalk, that's going to be painted red. I was going to paint that today, but I thought, hold on a second, don't bother painting that yet, because one, it's not ready to paint yet, I need to prep it, and also I'm going to be having a load of painting to do when I get into the fifth wheel anyway, so let's just wait a minute. Let's just wait a minute. Look at that! Look at that! Oh. In a way, I do kind of wish I kept them at the alley, but I think it's nice, just as nice, if not nicer red, and everything flows together. From the back of the cab, flows into the catwalk, through the chassis, into the bumper, and into the bumper. Now that's done, as much as it needs to be done today, I need to make I'm going to go in the shed and get my metal for looking at my wing infills. Here we are. I've cut the end off the pipe, off the wing stay, which is not needed, and that slides in there, something like that. So that's the rough template. Obviously I've used that. I still need to figure out how I'm going to attach it and how I'm going to do the top and stuff, but it's one of those where I'm not going to know until I start, so I'm starting. I've got me aluminium sheet here, and I'm just going to cut this out. I realised I can't do it with tin snips, which is nice, so I'm going to get this cut and then figure out where to go from there. T-shirt. I took my t-shirt off because I didn't want to get dirty. Look at that. How cool is that? Really happy with these t-shirts. Really happy with them t-shirts. If you want one, check the merch link. I've got all the links, and I think the merch shop's connected to the YouTube channel, so have a look. And I am being a bit dangerous and working on top of my freshly painted catwalk, but when I've got a table there, common sense is not common sense in it at the minute, is it? Wing and fill! Woo! So I've got the thing cut and shaped-ish. I'm just doing a nice flush looking one. So it's going to be flat with a 90 on it. I need to figure out what I'm going to do here. Whether I put this top one in or not, or whether I leave it, or what. I need to figure out how I'm going to fit it, because I haven't figured that out yet. Or whether I just sink it back a bit more, so it sticks out. So that's there, and then I could... I don't know. I don't know what to do. I think that's going to look pretty cool. I might put a light in it as well. I think a side marker might look quite nice in it. I think anyway. Just coming into 6 o'clock. I've got on really well, and now I can tell I'm going downhill. So I'm going to get this side done, the other side cut out, then I'll probably call it a day and go home. The weather's changing, I'm getting cold, I'm getting tired, and I'm getting hungry. And it's usually at these points is when you start making mistakes and you can't think properly, so usually it's best to call it a day at this point.
Got a good old truck to carry me away from you now.
So I've got we've got good progress with the infills. The exterior wing infills are cut and shaped to about how it's going to be. Still got a little bit of finessing to do and fiddling and stuff, but I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to go home. I'm going to call it a day on the video as well. If I finish this video now, it means I can get the video out and get progress updates and keep everyone in the loop and everyone's happy, and it doesn't make the videos too long. Whereas if I then wait, and then in the next video, I know I said this video I was going to be doing the jaw kit, but I've got the jaw kit, I just haven't fitted it yet. So, I'm going to start her up. Still got to fix the interior, because the air switch for the steering column's gone funny, so I need to fix that, but of course I turned the battery off. Lovely. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe and comment button. I've got the original classic, as I call them, classic Philbilly hoodies, which are these ones, on the website, and I've got the new style with the wagon on. So if you want to have a look at these on the merch shop, have a look. Mugs and other stuff as well. Still plenty to come. So don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Cheers and ta-ra for now.